Republican Texas State Senator Angela Paxton has officially filed for divorce from Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, ending their nearly 4-decade marriage. Now, look, why does this matter? Well, I'm going to get into that, but it has something to do with the, corruption impeachment trial that Paxton had to, barely he survived that entire impeachment, obviously. And it turns out that this might lend some credibility to the charges against him. Oops. Now, going to Twitter/X, you have Paxton saying this. Today, after 38 years of marriage, I filed for divorce on biblical grounds. Oh, you don't say. I believe marriage is a sacred covenant, and I have earnestly pursued reconciliation, but in light of recent discoveries, I do not believe that it honors God or is loving to myself, my children, or Ken to remain in the marriage. I move forward with complete confidence that God is always working everything together for the good of those who love him and who are called according to his purpose. Recent discoveries, you say? Oh, what could that be? Well, apparently some alleged infidelity. Because look, when they're talking about, oh, yeah, we had to end the marriage on biblical grounds, it always means that this guy he's got a wandering eye. Well, more like a wandering dick, but you know what I'm saying, okay?
Tallywhacker.
Tighten up my meat. I like my meat tight.
Just saying. Look, in her divorce petition filed in Collin County on Thursday, she accused her husband of adultery and noted that the couple had ceased living together as spouses in June of 2024. So, yeah, this has been in the works for quite some time. And of course, June of 2024 is after the impeachment trial where there's some stuff that was revealed. Okay, revealed. Now, the marriage, according to this divorce petition, has become insupportable because of discord or conflict of personalities between petitioner and respondent that destroys the legitimate ends of the marriage relationship, prevents any reasonable expectation of reconciliation. Paxton was previously accused, by the way, of having an affair with a donor's employee during his 2023 impeachment trial, during which he was acquitted of charges of corruption. Catherine Missy Carey, the former chief of staff in the Attorney General's office, had testified how she came to learn about this alleged affair and how Paxton had ultimately confessed to doing so. Yes, he confessed to doing it multiple times over a long period of time. This is not a one-off, okay? They were allegedly having this relationship for quite some time. Even after being found out, he continued this alleged information, or this alleged affair. Okay, affair. Anyway, look, Carey had testified that she had warned Paxton that this information could make him vulnerable to bribery. That's how this connects with the whole corruption charges. And so and by the way, these allegations of corruption were central to this impeachment hearing. So the alleged affair is referenced in one of the articles of impeachment. No, that is not one of the articles against him. I mean, look, trying to impeach somebody for having an affair. I mean, what is this, like the 1990s with Newt Gingrich, Ken Starr, and all that against Clinton? No. But corruption is a very real thing. And Carey had said that, hey, look, yes, this information out there, they could use it against you, and they could use it to try to, get something for them. So a person could lord this over you and get special favors from the government. That's corruption. Okay, and so now this article of impeachment accused Paxton of bribery because he had benefited from Nate Paul's employment of a woman with whom Paxton was having the extramarital affair with. House managers at the time, impeachment managers alleged that Paxton, driven by his desire to continue the affair and to hide it from his wife and his religious voters, very important as well, even though, I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, all you have to do is just be like, oh, yes, I'm really sorry about that, but I have repented to Jesus and I've been forgiven. And so, hey, look, if Jesus can forgive me, then why can't you, voters? They always do that. They always do that. And look, it works. I don't know how, but it works. It works. But anyway, he was alleged to have went to impeachable and criminal lengths in order to help Paul so he could continue dicking with that other woman. Just saying. In exchange, they alleged Paul hired Olson, the woman he allegedly had the affair with, at his company so she could move from San Antonio to Austin. That said, Paxton claims that this entire divorce thing, oh, it's not because of my alleged affair. No, this is political attacks. Oh, and public scrutiny. But wait, this doesn't have anything to do with first of all, politics. It has to do with your alleged corruption. Okay? That corruption stemming from your wandering penis. Yeah, but no, it's public scrutiny. That's it. That's the problem. In fact, he said, after facing the pressures of countless political attacks and public scrutiny, Angela and I have decided to start a new chapter in our lives. A new separate chapter. Just saying. Now, look, here's the thing. I know there's a lot of talk about whether or not this is going to affect his race against John Cornyn. So, get into the political angle of it. I don't think it's going to have that much of effect because, let's be honest, if somebody already likes Ken Paxton and the things that he has been doing, the things that he has done, going after the LGBTQ plus community, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, then I don't think they're going to have too much of a problem with this. Honestly, I really don't think it's going to have an impact on this race. He's already 20 points ahead of Cornyn. So, no, not going to have really any effect. But nonetheless, John Cornyn has refused to even talk about this. Okay, all right, fine. The NRSC, however, did jump into it. In fact, NRSC spokesperson Joanna Rodriguez said this, quote, "What Ken Paxton has put his family through is truly repulsive and disgusting. No one should have to endure what Angela Paxton has, and we pray for her as she chooses to stand up for herself and her family during this difficult time." And there it is. Look, again, I don't know what kind of impact this is going to have on that race. I don't know, but I guess that while the one thing that you can say is that while the impeachment trial did not lead to Ken Paxton being removed from his job, at least it accomplished something in helping to completely obliterate his marriage. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.